Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be in the world right now. The time is currently 10:08 p.m. my time, and I am the most beautiful host, Cynthia Rose, the founder and CEO of Soul Supernatural Productions LLC. In this video, I'm gonna come and talk to y'all a little bit about demonic possession. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it raw, and I'm gonna tell it like it's how it is. I've been getting a lot of feedback on my most recent content. I have opened up my Ashe Divine Vaults, and I am kind of reacting and going over and kind of explaining my past life, the Ashe Divine uh, personality. I've been getting a lot of feedback. I've been getting a ton of questions, okay, from new viewers and from old viewers from like 8, 9 years ago. Okay, this is how long I've been online, probably longer. I want to talk to y'all about demonic possession. Okay, it is something that is very much real. Okay, it is something that I have experienced not only with myself, but with my children and other people as well. Okay, that I personally know in my real life. Okay, I have witnessed demonic possession, meaning that your vessel has been hijacked by an unclean spirit. Okay, um, a lot of the questions that I have been getting recently is, how do you become demonically possessed? How do you get to the point to where your body is open for an unclean spirit to enter it? Well, I'm gonna answer that question. Okay. Now y'all know the eclipse is coming up, April 8th. A lot of people been talking about it. A lot of people been, giving what they think their prophecy is. It's not prophecy of the Bible or prophecy of God's word. It's their prophecy. It's their perspective. It's their opinion. Because a lot of the stuff that I've been hearing from these alleged prophecies, they are not biblical. Okay, if I can't find it in the Word of God, it's not biblical. So this is how I'm able to say it's y'all's opinion. It's y'all's prophecy, and it didn't come from no God. Okay, because it's not biblical. A lot of people been talking about this solar eclipse coming up. Now, when I was in the occult, when I was into esoteric and occult knowledge and information, I used to do a lot of work. I used to do a lot of candle work. I used to do a lot of other type of work, but I used to do a lot of moon rituals, and I've done solar eclipse rituals. For those of you that do not know, the very last solar eclipse was in 2017. At that time, I was living in North Dakota, and I'll never forget this day. I will never forget this day because see how my mind was back then, how my mind was wired, and how my mind was trained was that I'm a minority in this state. I'm a minority in this town. And so anything that have to do with me and my roots of where I come from, I am going to sport it loud and proud. I don't care about the type of looks I get. I don't care if I'm the talk of the town. This is how my mind was wired back then. Okay. Also, the person that I was with, I was molded. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that, but I was molded by this person, like Plato. He molded me. He was able to do that because I was so young at the time when we met. So my mind frame back then was, you know, I am going to represent my ancestors. I am going to do what I need to do for every black person all across the world who was in this same category as me, as far as esoteric and occult knowledge and information, right? So before I tell y'all exactly what happened, let me go back a little bit. The person that introduced me to occult and esoteric knowledge and information, they were already being used. Okay? This is why scriptures say Your enemy, the adversary, the devil, whatever, is roaming around the earth seeking who he may devour. Okay, the enemy is looking for weak people. The enemy is looking for weak spirited people. Because if you are weak spirited, you're easily to be spiritually manipulated. You're easily to be spiritually influenced. You're easily to be spiritually persuaded. And if you're easily all of those things, that's when he can come in and do whatever he needs to do to steal not only your identity, but your soul. This is what was happening to me. Okay? I became weakened. Okay? Not only because of the person I was with, but because of my own curiosity at one point. Because I didn't have to fall victim to the stuff that he was showing me. I didn't have to become curious. But your mind is your own enemy. Your mind is your own enemy. Your mind can put you in positions that you cannot get yourself out of. This is why you have to put the full armor of God on. Okay? So once you become curious and you start digging and digging and digging based off of what somebody has shown you or told you, or, just put the thought, they plant a thought. They plant a little thought the size of the size of a mustard seed. It don't take nothing big, but in my case, it was continuous though. It was continuous. So I said, "Ooh, this must be some truth to this. Let me see." So at that point, when I became curious, mind you, it's spiritual warfare all around. When I became curious and I started to dig a little bit deeper on my own, the enemy was sitting back watching with his feet kicked up. Oh, we got one. And the more I went, and the more I went, and the more I went, mind you, things was already happening around me that I didn't even realize at the time. Because I was posting videos back in what? I was posting videos of spiritual warfare before the solar eclipse in 2017. This is when I first moved to North Dakota. But at this time, I didn't think that I was going through spiritual warfare. I was just like, yo, it's some weird shit going on. Yeah, it was stuff already going on. And I'm just now realizing it like right now as I go through my vote, right? So fast forward. I created this fragment of myself, Ashe Divine. I'm into all this stuff. I got hella influence on social media. I got hella influence off social media. I made this, name for myself as this figure, Ashe Divine. So I started doing different kind of, candle work, full moon work. Like I said, my favorite moon phase was the full moon. I did a ritual this day. And I had already knew what I wanted to do. I had did a ritual this day of the solar eclipse in 2017. Okay. And I was living in Minot, North Dakota. And I had, let me see, because I really don't remember, because at that time, man, I wasn't myself. But I had knew that I wanted to do this. I knew that this was something called, I was activating something. I was doing a ritual in appreciation of my ancestors. And it was a bunch of stuff that I was saying that I wanted, that I needed, things that I didn't want, things that I didn't need. And I knew what I was going to do. At the time, I wasn't conscious. I wasn't like aware like how I'm aware now. I was conscious in another way. It was the mm, it was the entity in me. Okay. Before I went outside, and I'm in Minot, North Dakota, where all these white folks at. Okay. Before I had went outside, because I knew that it was coming. I knew that the eclipse was coming. Okay. And at that time, I'm in a community online where, is different cell activations and body and computer upgrades and all this weird shit, right? So before I went outside, I go in the bathroom and I started painting my face. Now at the time, First of all, this was my first time doing that. And at the time, I, looking back on it now, I didn't know what I was doing to my face. I was just doing it. It was kind of like automatic, like I didn't look at a picture. I didn't Google anything to study how to do this face painting. Okay. But what I was doing is, now that I know, I was landmarking myself. I was marking myself for these entities to be able to come into me. Okay. I'm gonna show a picture. But when I was doing this in the mirror, I didn't know exactly what I had never done this before. So now I know, okay, these are the points on your forehead. Over here, over here. These are basically portals of interest. These are interest portals, okay? And I went outside like that in Minot, North Dakota. I did. I did. And what's crazy is I had so much influence at the time that I was getting the black people that was also living in Minot, North Dakota, to participate in this ritual with me. This is how much influence I had over people. It was demonic influence. This is why everybody around me got attacked. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just my household. I'm trying to tell you, everyone that was involved with me at the time got attacked in one way or another. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, I went outside. I remember I went live on Facebook at the time, and I'm going to show y'all this video. Check it out. Don't let it go. Peace, Sam. Sparkles for the ancestors. You want one?
I'm making one, and then I'm making another one. I got a whole bunch of them.
I want another one.
Doing sparklers for the ancestors.
I want another one.
What you doing on?
Waiting on this eclipse.
I don't want one. I don't want one.
We out here.
Well, I want one. Yeah, I want one.
We out here. We barefoot. Peace and love, fam. Solar eclipse 2017. Let's get it in. Peace and love, fam. Hope everybody out here filling up with this ancestral energy, downloading this divine information inside our computers, inside our bodies, upgrading and uploading our systems. We out here. Hold it right. Come over here and do it. Come over here, Stink. What you running for?
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
She don't give it here. I'll burn it. Hold it like
Let me do it.
celebration ritual for the ancestors. Hold it straight up. We out here with it. Peace, fam. Y'all see how goddamn demonic I look? If that's not demonic possession, I don't know what it is. But see, the thing is, before that, or doing that, I was calling on certain deities. I'm not going to say the names of the deities now, but I knew what I knew. And I knew what these deities could do for me. But there is no way that they were going to do for me and I didn't offer up something. There's no way that they were going to do things for me and I didn't sacrifice something. Y'all get my drift? Y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful. See, playing around in that territory, you're not going to get blessed unless you give something up. It's not that way with God, though. Playing around in that esoteric occult territory, you're not going to get blessed. Because the devil can bless you too. The enemy can bless you too. But the difference is, you're going to have to keep giving. You're going to have to keep sacrificing. The enemy is going to deplete you of every single thing you have until you're either dead or you went crazy, one or the two, or you have enough strength to get poured out, right? Okay. I didn't know that I was sacrificing myself. At the time, I did not know this. I did not know that I was sacrificing my children. I did not know this. I'm thinking I'm doing something good by teaching them something, that by teaching them what I knew. But see, what I was teaching them was everything demonic. What I was teaching them, see, I had also opened my children up. Oh yeah, I had them doing chants, mantras, candle work. I had them doing a lot of stuff at a very young age. They weren't even school aged yet. And when I went back in my vote and I was looking at these videos of what I had my children doing, as far as these different candles and things and these different chants and mantras, that shit brought tears to my eyes, bro. It did. It really did. Because yes, someone can introduce you to something, but it's up to you what you're gonna do with that or not. I chose to dig deep, and I chose to put not only myself but everyone that was around me in spiritual danger. So when I did that solar eclipse ritual, I had already said what I said. I already asked for what I asked for and said what I said to certain deities already before it. I had already written certain things down. I had already did certain rituals leading up to or prior to the big ritual, which was the solar eclipse ritual. And see, the way the enemy is, the way Satan is, he's not going to just jump out right at you right then and there. No. He's going to watch you. See, the devil is strategic, like a narcissist. The devil is really strategic. He's going to sit back and watch everything unfold while he's manipulating you. When I did that solar eclipse ritual, more things start to take place. At the time, I didn't know it at the time. But that was when I became fully open. Now, I'm already open. There's already no covering over me. There's already no covering over my children. The devil already has legal grounds over my soul. So at that time, me and my children and everybody who I had influenced around me to participate in this with me, we belonged to the enemy. Okay, we had already forfeited our spiritual legal covering, our holy spiritual legal covering that God had over us. We forfeited that by doing what we did. This is how we became open. This is why it's important to read the word. Okay, because a part of that ritual that I did, as far as the eclipse, there was divination, there was necromancy. Okay, there was just a bunch of other things that played it on with it that I did not realize at the time. Okay, so once there's no holy spiritual covering over you, how are you going to protect yourself from being attacked? This is when I truly believe that things got really bad. Things was already bad. I didn't know it, but things was already bad. But after that solar eclipse ritual, mind you, I painted my face. There's portals of entry on my face. I'm outside. I'm barefoot. The soles of my feet. Okay, I done already did these mantras, these chants. My whole entire body is open for whatever to take place and to take over. I'm in a sunken place. So that's when I believe that I had, and it's crazy because I remember the certain deities I was calling on. Woo, man, y'all think that these are ancestors. This is what y'all think. Y'all that's in this land of Oz until that curtain get pulled back. That's when I believe right after that, stuff start going way left. That's when, it kind of got critical. It kind of got critical, real critical, like condition, real critical condition. This is how you become open to these demonic possessions. When you let go the holy covering of God. See, because one thing that I don't think y'all understand is that God understands legal right. God understands legal authority because God gave us authority. God gave us free will. So when we take that authority and free will and we slide God to the side and we begin going off our own understanding, okay? Because listen, everything that's operating in the spiritual realm dictates what is happening in the natural realm. This is what a lot of people don't understand, okay? You gave up your holy covering. So therefore, God has no authority over you. You now belong to your father, Satan, because of this activity that you are participating in, which the word tells us not to. It literally says it in the word, not to do certain things, not to practice necromancy, not to practice divination. Okay, suffer a witch not to live. All type of stuff is there. God is out of it now. He's not going to protect you on nothing. You forfeited your authority and legal rights. So now the enemy, because you're playing in his territory, you're playing in his playground, he legally has rights over you. He legally has rights over your soul now, and over your body, and over your children's body. It don't matter if your children are babies. People love to say, well, God protects fools and babies. Listen, that's true to a certain extent. Okay, this is how generational curses keep happening because I'm the mother over my children. My husband is the head over me. God is the head over the house. So there's a divine holy order that God has set in place. It's him, it's the husband, it's the mother, and it's the children. Okay, so since I am responsible for my children, this word say, raise your children up in the way that they will not leave. I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing that. But to the ones that get it, get it. So I'm responsible for my children's spiritual life at this moment. They're not old enough or they're not conscious enough to understand anything. I was programming them a certain way because of me, and they came from me. I forfeited their spiritual covering. This is why you have to teach your children how to pray. I removed their holy spiritual covering, which is how they became open and everyone else that was around me. The story is deep and we're going to get to it. But I'm just telling y'all how it became to what it was. I've done a lot of rituals before the solar eclipse, but that was the one that I believe that really did it. Ooh, that was it. That was the one. So when you participate in certain things, you don't really understand. Because there was a lot of times I was doing things. Now that I look back, I didn't really understand. I wasn't even conscious at the time that I was doing these things, but I did it. That's how you know you're possessed. When you don't remember how you did something or when you did it, that's demonic possession. Doing these rituals, okay, candle work, tarot reading is a ritual. Enneagrams, uh, crystal work. The list can go on and on. Burning sage, burning certain incense, Palo Santos, dragon's blood, sage, all these different things. You are opening up yourself up to a world of the unknown. That's what you're doing. And when you do that, you're forfeiting your Holy Spiritual covering. That's what you're doing. So this is how I became demonically possessed. Like I said, I was already doing stuff prior to that, but that one, okay, that's the one that did it. I've done moon work, I've done sun work, but y'all got to be wise. Read the word. Yes, God created the moon and the sun and the stars. But why would you go to his creation? Why would you go to God's creation to gain certain knowledge and information when you could go straight to the creator? Him. Why would you do that? If I invent something, let's say I invented this Apple Watch. I invented this, right? I did it to do all type of stuff. And I patented it, put it out there on the market. Now selling is booming. I'm the creator of it. I know everything about this from A to Z. I'm the creator of this. There is nothing or no one that can tell you or anything that got something to do with this other than me. I'm the creator of it. Right? People start coming to the watch about the information rather than coming to me. You form a relationship with this watch and you start asking it questions like how y'all do the damn Ouija board, like how y'all do the damn tarot cards, like how y'all do angel cards, oracle cards, all type of shit. Okay? You start asking this watch questions and now you build some type of relationship with the watch and you think this watch is some type of spiritual device. Why would you go to the damn watch when you can come to the creator? I'm the creator of it. It's the same thing. The watch can't tell you shit that I can't. I'm the one that made it. That's how God looks at it. Why would you go to my creation? You're doing numerology, astrology, you're doing all this, going to the stars, going to the moon, doing moon rituals, doing different type of solar eclipse rituals. Why would you go to the creation when you could go straight to the source? This is why it tells you not to do and partake and participate in certain things. So when I did that, that's when I really believe like so many things came upon me and I didn't really notice it until I noticed it. Okay. It's my journey, it's my testimony, it's my story, and I'm here to tell it. You know, looking back, I am nothing like how I was back then. And even when I got saved and delivered, there were still times of that fragment of me trying to come out. There were still times where that part of me would try to come out because people would try to pull it out. I would tell people not to call me that because calling me that is like calling on that fragment of me. This is some serious shit, but I've learned to control it. I've learned to control, because if you're not controlling your body, then who controlling it? What's controlling your body? What's making you act a certain way? What's making you get on here and cuss people out? What's making you get on here and dox people? What's making you act a certain way? Why you can't control your own feelings and emotions? Why do you hate somebody on live that you never met before? This is mental illness. Hating someone or constantly saying that you dislike someone that you never met before, that's mental illness. So even when I got saved and delivered, because this spiritual warfare will never end, there was still fragments of me that would try to come out. And I had to catch it. I had to catch that shit. Because had I not caught it, I would probably have backslid back into that fragment of me. You get what I'm saying? That fragment of me has not came out in years. People still right now make videos right now to this day in 2024 saying Ashe Divine, putting that name in the titles. Like, why is you want me to come out? No, baby, I'm not. I got this on lock. And this is God that got the grip on me. I can't do it by myself. Oh, I need that supernatural power from the God, Jesus Christ. So y'all got to understand, this is not a game here. There is a lot attached to that name. which is why people can't let it go. This is why I was so powerful then, and I'm still powerful now. That's just a fact. I'm not being cocky or boastful. It's a fact. It's the facts. It's a fact. So that's how you become open by participating and partaking in certain things that are demonic, that you may not know is demonic. You could do things unknowingly and unconsciously, and you will still become open. You can still compromise your vessel. You can still become spiritually attacked. This is why it's just wise to read the word. Read the word, become filled with the word, because that's how you are able to know. And me coming from Christianity and then getting into occult esoteric, it was hard to come back. But I'm thankful that I was able to, and I'm thankful that God has forgiven me. This is why I forgive people, bro, because I feel like shit ain't nothing worse than what I have done to the Lord Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing worse than that. God could have God could have let that damn enemy take me up out of here. God could have let the enemy take my children up out of here, but he said, no, I'm going to use your story and your testimony for my personal glory. For my glory. Just like how he used Job. Y'all know the story of Job? The devil couldn't do shit to Job. The devil couldn't do nothing to Job. He had no legal jurisdiction over Job. The devil had to go and get permission from God. And the devil's sneaky. He's so sneaky and conniving and diabolical and maniacal. He went to the courts of heaven and he had to talk to God like, hey, yo. He ain't say it like this, but I'm just paraphrasing. But this is, in fact, indeed a real true story. Go and read about the story of Job. He go to the courts of heaven and he say, yo, God, uh, if you allow me to show you that your servant will turn on you, I'll show you. Give me permission to show you that he is basically not for you and that he'll turn on you in the drop of a dime. God says, you know what? Okay, do what you want to Job, just don't kill him. Don't kill him. He had no power or authority to kill Job. Killed Job's children, inflicted Job with all type of diseases, just did Job all type of wrong. This is what the devil did after he got permission from God. Because the devil thinking that if he do these things, kill his children, inflict them with a disease, make them homeless, this, that he will curse God. Job never did it. After his children was killed, after he became homeless, after all this stuff that Satan did to Job, Job never turned his back on God. Never. Prove the devil wrong. See, the devil ain't smarter than God. He think he is, but he not. Because he thought if he got permission from God to do all of that, that Job would curse God. Job stood 10 toes down. And Job was blessed afterwards. Abundantly. Abundantly. And God said, I did this for my glory. God will let the enemy attack you in the most crazy way possible, all for his glory. The ones that understand, understand, and the ones that don't, it ain't for you. Go back to esoteric and occult information and knowledge. This video ain't for you. The point of me saying all that is to say this. Don't engage in activity that is foreign. Don't engage in activity because in certain activity because it's trendy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop talking about ancestral this and ancestral that. Stop talking about African spirituality. A lot of these Africans are demonically possessed. A lot of them are. We are the descendants of our ancestors. And it's up to us to break those curses through the Lord Jesus Christ. But nope. Nope. Y'all want to keep it trendy. Y'all want to keep it going. Y'all want to keep the generational curses going. Truth gonna set you free. Oh, it will. Truth will set you free. So this is my story. This is and I have a lot more videos. I have videos of me doing different kind of work, different kind of moon work, different kind of candle work, different kind of just yeah. But this solar eclipse that's supposed to be coming up April 8th, baby. Listen, I thank God for giving me another chance because that day in 2017, I was in a sunken place. Okay. The next video I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the dangers of tarot reading. Because I used to do tarot reading long time ago. I was so raw in tarot reading that I didn't even need tarot cards to read somebody. And I got proof. I got the proof. The vote is open. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all can email me. If y'all following me or on my Facebook page, So Supernatural AOC, y'all can comment and talk to me there. But the comments on this channel is shut off. But if I do share this video in my community section, you can also comment in my community section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with the next video, Dangers of Tarot Card Reading. God bless.
And share this video. I want you to share this video with the world.